Good evening, everyone. I hope you can find your seats, but if you're lost track, there are some lovely ladies here in black who will guide you to your seat. Thank you, everyone. I'm Julie Gerberding, and I am probably the happiest person in this room because I get to welcome everyone to what I think will be a spectacular evening. So welcome to the 12th Annual FNIH Awards Ceremony. Thank you so much for joining us, especially in the background of this challenging world and all the events that are swirling around us, including an upcoming election. But it's really the best time to step back from all of that and celebrate science and the people and the partnerships that are truly creating the bridges to breakthroughs for the patients we serve. So I and really the whole FNIH team, thank you for your incredible support and for attending this wonderful event. I'm told we have record attendance tonight, so I really thank all of you for making time, but also to the FNIH teams who made all of this happen. We are especially grateful to Fred and Donna Siegel for their premier sponsorship and for Fred's ongoing leadership. Thank you, Fred. Fred has led our efforts for the annual dinner for several years now, and he is not only inspiring, I think he's seemingly tireless as the chair of our awards, but he's also working with some other members of our board and special supporters of FNIH, our visionary sponsors and vice chairs, who include our board chair, Steve Paul and his wife, Jan, Gil and Martha Oman, Perry Steiner and his wife, Vanessa Kay, Judy and Peter Kovler, Paul and Sandra Montrone, and Alan and Sherry Levenall. So please thank our visionary sponsors as well. I'm really pleased to tell you that this team, with your help, has succeeded in record fundraising for this event. More than $1.1 million has been raised. We could not have accomplished this without the support of our pantheon of valued sponsors, including those that are featured in our program and will be periodically on the screen. But we're also very, very grateful to our partners from the NIH, our board members, and the many other partners and patient advocates who are with us tonight. It is wonderful to host you. So again, thank you to all of our supporters. So let me say a couple things about why this event is so important. FNIH has just one mission, and it's congressionally authorized. Our mission is to support the mission of the NIH. That seems very simple. It's not always simple, but we do our best. Our ambition is to amplify and accelerate the NIH's impact on health and health equity. And we do that in three main ways. All three of those are in one way or another captured in tonight's program. So first of all, we support team science across our broad array of partners, stakeholders, and investors. We also support scientists and celebrate the rising stars and their teams who promise to build breakthroughs. And we work hard to help earn trust in science, because without that, the rest of our work won't have an impact. And Dr. Francis Collins is here tonight, and I want to remind him that 2 years ago at this event, he challenged me to step up to the plate and really tried to provide more leadership in building trust in science. So Francis, we took you seriously, and we have made a lot of steps. I won't go into them tonight, but I think you'll see your fingerprints on some of the evening's discussions. So we celebrate our science, and we honor the partners who bring it to life. We celebrate our scientific stars tonight, those who are breaking new ground in biomedical research. And for the first time, we're honoring a pillar of earned trust, the scientific journalists who help translate science and make it useful to people and patients every day. This has really been an incredible year for FNIH Science, and I can't really highlight everything, but I'm going to mention a couple of the things that we're most proud of. First of all, in February, we had a celebration of 10 years of the Accelerating Medicines Partnership, the AMP program. This partnership has raised almost $1 billion for research and is working on projects like drug targets for Alzheimer's disease, lupus, Parkinson's, heart failures, and many other diseases in therapeutic areas. We also have new AMP programs in ALS and Parkinson's launching this year. So these are areas that our partners in the biomedical industry are especially engaged in because it helps them identify targets or deprioritize targets that don't make sense for pursuing in drug development. So we are fortunate to really use that platform as kind of an exemplar of team science at its best. But we have other platforms like that. I'm going to mention the Bespoke Gene Therapy Consortium, which is tackling gene therapies for rare diseases. And this year, just very soon after its initial launch, we have produced the first sort of output from that consortium, which is a roadmap for how we might work with FDA and industries to streamline product development and the regulatory pathways so that treatments get to patients faster. Likewise, our Biomarkers Consortium, which is another longstanding platform that validates and qualifies biomarkers in order for our biomedical science partners in industry to improve the speed and efficiency of drug development. This group reported the head-to-head results of a study of blood tests for early detection of Alzheimer's, which means that people don't have to have invasive tests, and showed that these tests are accurate enough for clinical use. We also launched the first biomarker study of preeclampsia, which is one of the 3 leading causes of maternal mortality on a global basis. So that's an early program, but we're really excited about the ability to identify and detect and intervene early enough to save moms and their babies from really unfortunate outcomes. And just a month ago, we celebrated our first ever Team Science Day, where we brought all of our partners and stakeholders from government and academia, life science companies, patient groups, et cetera, to discuss our programs and our progress, but also to build some new ideas and figure out how we can work together. Another way we are building trust in science. And of course, we're not done yet. We have things that are ready to launch. This year, we're launching a new program in systems biology of inflammation and systems biology of cancer. We are also initiating with NIH a new initiative in women's health and an initiative to re-energize the science of major depressive disorders. The science of depression and mental health issues lags way behind sciences in so many other areas. So this has been an incredibly hard project to start up, but we're pleased that we now have raised the money for the design phase of this, and we hope that we'll be able to build enough momentum to actually move this into a stage where we'll be working on biomarkers for diagnosis and hopefully treatment down the road. So you, as sponsors of this event, are really investors in science, and you're truly helping us build these bridges to breakthroughs. The funds you contribute are used to design these partnership programs, and more recently to help accelerate their launch. Your support really does help us break through the barriers to get things moving, and also works as kind of a catalyst to motivate others to participate and invest in our projects. So we thank you for being here and celebrating science with us, but we especially thank you for your support of our work. This is from those of us at NIH, FNIH, our partners at NIH, and really the whole consortium of partners and advocates who are working together, but especially the patients who are waiting. This is the way we can do more and do faster to help them.